Hey everyone, my name is Felicia, and I have created a channel where I get to review books that I've read. A lot of the books that I'm going to post on here may be from authors who are very well known, like James Patterson and, oh my gosh, Danielle Steele, and just so many people. And then I'm going to be reviewing books from little known authors, first time authors, a lot of authors that you may not have heard about, not just solely for exposure, but because I'm giving my 2 cents on the book. And so, take this ride with me. I love, love, love to read. So, if you have any books, any authors that you may know as to where they are trying to get someone to read their work or, promote their work or just feel like it's a good read, let me know. I will go and find it. I will go to their website. I will go to Amazon. I will go to wherever to get a book. I love books. I think I may have an addiction to books. I love to read. I've read my whole life. That's like a stress reliever and a weakness of mine, all in the same thing. So I am going to go ahead and get started. I'm only going to do 2 books right now. And it may be more, it may be less for future postings. But if you have any feedback, if you have any suggestions for good books or whatnot for me to read, you can email me. My email is called, or the name of my email rather, is The Book Is Done. Literally, no spaces. The Book Is Done at gmail.com. You can email me, just send me any suggestions. I totally appreciate it. I'm all about reading. So let's go. So the first book that I came across is called Peace in Letting Go. It's by an author named Solo Writes. And on the front, it says Solo, but she goes, I think it's she. She goes by Solo Writes. And it's a very, very short read. I think it may be 40 some pages. But just the gist of everything, it was really her going to counseling for something that she just wanted to talk about, get off her chest. And the counselor gave her a journal. And this right here is pretty much everything that she read or written, excuse me, in her journal about what it is that she was going through. It is, for some, it can be seen as very vulgar, a lot of curse words, if you will. However, it is her truth, so you can't really fault someone for their truth. Like, no one can judge anybody, right? And so, this book right here, it was definitely her truth, and you could feel it. You could feel the emotion. You could feel every word that she was saying. You could feel the pain. You could feel the relief. You could feel just the frustration at different parts of the book. So I got this book on Amazon. Let me see, it is for download only, for Kindles, I believe, but I also think that it's in the works of it being a paperback as well. She took it off from it being paperback, but it was available on Amazon and also on barnesandnoble.com. So again, Peace and Letting Go by Solo, aka Solo Writes. Check it out, it's something else. And the second book, Black Cake, very first book by Charmaine Wilkerson. I was very, very apprehensive, if you will, about the book because I was like, Black Cake, that's a very unique title for a book. But I mean, nowadays you never know what you're gonna get. There's books out there called Dirt, you know what I mean, literally, or something that someone may not feel as though it's a common title to a book. But this book, when I tell you, it has been a very long time since I have had a book to just take my breath away. This book went with me everywhere I went. If I was going to the grocery store, it was in my front seat of my car. If I was going to the kitchen to cook something, it was on the counter just in case, I had a few seconds to read or whatever the case may be. But This book right here, it is told from different points of views of people involved in the story. So long story short, the one of the main characters, she passes away, and in her will, if you say it, just in her will, I can't even get the words, I'm so excited. She leaves a voice recording for her two children, and so basically just telling her story and explaining to her children the person that they may not have ever known. So, in essence, it has them to question if they ever knew their mother or not, and just her life. And so, when I tell you this book right here, I am highly anticipating her second book. Black Cake was really, really real. It was authentic. I truly believe that although people may not hear of different stories of this nature and point of view, of where it came from, of people that have been born in the islands and people of color to have migrated or relocated, if you will, to Europe, any country within Europe. It opens your eyes to where, you know, for those who are living in the United States, that discrimination is not just solely here in the Americas, that is honestly worldwide. And this book sheds some light on that. And it was very, to me, it was very well written for those who are able to kind of go back and forth between the different characters and get into their mindsets of, okay, this is how they're thinking, this is their mind flow, this is their thought process. And so altogether it was very, very, very good, so very worth the read. I think this book has over, it's about 380 some pages, but it is so worth every single bit of it. I got it off Amazon as well, but I have seen it in Target, for those that are in the United States, in Target and Walmart. It's everywhere, any and everywhere where books are sold. Barnes and Noble, Books a Million, if there's a Books a Million in your area. I'm not sure if this available in small bookstores or your local bookstore, but it is all in the major stores. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Again, it is Black Cake. It is by Charmaine Wilkerson, and absolute wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So that is going to be it for my first video. Again, if you have any recommendations, any suggestions, please send them my way. The book is done at gmail.com. I cannot wait to hear from y'all. Thank you so much for watching my first video. On to the next book.